All right, happy day, whatever day you're watching this. We're about ready to get rock and rolling again for another seminar. It went late last night. So we had some in Vegas for a seminar, and it goes until about 10 o'clock at night, just content over content. And tell you what, it started super early yesterday, and it just goes hard. But when I was leaving last night, there was a gal that I actually know through one of my mentors and mutual friends or whatever. And I just thought I'd say, hi, hey, how you doing? And before I knew it, it actually led into just a very, very wonderful conversation. And it was one of those moments where we got to just, have a conversation about, what's God got for our lives and whatever. And it was a very, very powerful conversation. And so the neat thing is when God puts people in your path, my question is, are you looking? A person could say, oh, in Vegas, this. The interesting thing, right after I got off the airplane, there was a guy who saw a book I was reading, and he talked about how what he does for his business, he just basically helps, and basically he just talked about how God was so heavy in his business, and that was in Vegas. And I've had multiple opportunities or conversations where basically it's just this mutual love, and everyone, if they're doing whatever on stage, or say, I'm getting a little credit to God, and it was just, that's a total different perspective when you think about it. But it was really neat because last night we got to chatting a little bit, and it's very interesting when someone who God calls us to be at a certain level, where the enemy's going to probably pull us down to a certain level too. But it's interesting. But when you get to speak certain truth or love into someone as well too, saying, hey, tell you what, but it's super intentional. God can use us all as vessels, and it's so fun. But that conversation went till, it was late, but it was good because I believe God puts people on our path all the time. The question is, are you looking? And so again, what happens in Vegas does not stay in Vegas, at least for what I do and for what you do. The same thing is, I see people sitting at slots. And again, if you like to gamble or whatever, that's your thing. That's not my thing. But I just see people saying, oh, I don't have time. And they're just sitting there, just staring at a screen, just doing this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just, I don't know. So I'm not there to judge people. I know a calling that I have. And it's just to help love people. And that's it. But my question is for you, when you go somewhere, are you just like head down, or are you heads up? Are you, head and say, heads up? Look for people that God's going to put in your path. Puts them in all the time. But in this case, the conversation that I know that we had about our faith, about what Jesus did, and just what God's doing in our life, it was just so powerful. I know that what's happened conversation-wise last night in Vegas will not stay in Vegas, and that's so cool. But we're about to ready to dive in. We're going to go hard again till the wee hours, super early, but it's so fun. But my question is for you, what is that thing that God is challenging you, or that person that God is challenging you in your life with? It might be a beautiful opportunity to speak truth into them. So if you like this, feel free to share, like, subscribe, whatever it is. But I hope you have a super blessed day. Take care. Goodbye.